Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to show you how I attempted to achieve this nail art design that I had saw on TikTok. So if you guys want to know, keep on watching. So for starters, I filed off all my old gel polish that I had on my nails. I do have acrylic on my natural nail right now. Um, they look a little wild because I just got a fill and they weren't filed down properly when I got the fill, so I'm probably going to pop these off anyways, so let's just ignore that. Let's pretend that they look fresh and clean. So yeah, so I filed off the gel polish and I buffed the surface so it's not bumpy and so that my gel polish has a smooth base to lay on. And yeah, so what you want to do is you want to go ahead and get a nice like nude polish. You don't want anything too dark because you want the other colors to pop. So I went ahead and got this color that I have in my collection. I absolutely love this color. It is well loved. It's one of my favorites. It looks like this. It's kind of like a lightish mocha, very natural. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this color onto my nails. Pop this color on. I really want to go. Yeah, so I'm this the camera angle during this whole video is like chaotic. I am so sorry guys. I do not know how to do like proper camera angles when doing my nails because it's like really awkward. But yeah, so I just did a thin layer. I ended up doing about two, no, I did do two coats of this gel polish just because when I cured it the first time, I didn't really like how clear it was, I guess you could say. Like you can kind of still see like the indentation of where my fill is, so I didn't really like that. So I went ahead and speeding this up. Oh my gosh, my clips are so fast. I don't know how people do voiceovers. This is so freaking hard. But yeah, so this is what it looked like after I did two layers and it was cured. She's looking natural. She looks great. She is ready for the nail design. So that is what we're going to do next in the clip after I stop showing off my application of the gel polish. So yeah, anyways, I went ahead and went in with this dark color. The color is bronze. This is a really pretty color, you guys. I just picked it up from the nail supply store if you guys watched my previous video on me going to the nail supply store. So I had to look at the picture real quick just for reference because I kind of forgot how the design looked at first. So as you can see, I'm zooming in. Um, yeah, so this was trial and error. Definitely trial and error. At one point, I'm gonna go in with like a little brush, and that was like the worst mistake of my life because that just smeared it, and you guys are gonna see in a little bit. I thought that was like the best idea, but it totally wasn't. So right here, the application looks great. It's, you just want to make sure it's like a squiggly line. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're gonna outline it with black later. So here I am going in with a brush, and this is gonna turn out to be like the worst mistake of my life. Wait for it. Wait for, oh, there we go. Worst mistake. Look at how it's smeared. I and in my head I'm like, oh yeah, like I could fix this. Like I could just add like a little bit more. And the more I kept doing it, the more I absolutely hated it. So here I am just smudging the polish everywhere. And then I'm like, oh, well, let me go back in with a little bit more polish. No, Monica. So I go back in with a little bit more polish, and and then I end up getting the brush again and start doing the same thing over again. See, it looks perfect right there. So that's like what you're aiming for. And then I go in with the brush, thinking, oh, I'm just gonna smear it all over again. This is so funny to watch back. And yeah, so that I eventually I take alcohol and a paper towel and I wipe it off. And I realize I should just do it with the brush the gel polish comes with. Because it was like thin enough, I was able to do like, you know, little squiggly lines. They don't have to be perfect, you guys. Like that's the whole point of the nail design, is that the little design is not perfect because you go back in and you outline it with black, which you guys will see. So I end up doing this, and I actually really loved how it came out. This color and another color I used, I believe it was called Coffee, were my two favorite colors that I used on my nails. So you see, like, it just it turned out so much better. It was more opaque than before. So after that, look, beautiful. So you want to have that little squiggly line. After, I'm just going to go ahead and cure it for 30 seconds. I just cleaned up the sides with my other nail, and yeah, that's how it looks. After my thumb is cured, I am just going to go in with my color of choice for my pointer finger. This was a darker version of the gel polish that I used for the base. So I'm just going to go ahead and repeat the same design that I did on my thumb. You guys could keep the same color if you'd like. It's all preference. I just wanted to rotate brown colors, like from dark to light. Yeah, so I just went ahead and never went back in with that little brush again. I just used the same brush that was in my gel polish bottle. And after that, I'm going to cure my pointer finger for 30 seconds. I chose to cure each finger one at a time, just so I wouldn't have any mistakes. I wouldn't accidentally smudge the design that I already had. It was just easier that way because I know I'm like careless and I always forget. After I cure this nail for 30 seconds, I'm going to move on to my middle finger and just repeat the design with each finger. And once I finished curing all my nails, this is what the design looked like. Not perfect. This nail design is not for everybody. It's personal preference. So I don't want to see no comments saying that this is ugly, because you don't get to have opinions for things you're not paying for. Make the stallion. Anyways, so I oh my god, I make myself laugh, guys. So this is the little brush I ended up using. So I took a different little brush, and this is the brush that I'm going to use to outline my design. So I really recommend not drinking coffee before doing this nail design, because my hands were so shaky when I was outlining it that I did mess up about 2 times, and you guys are going to see that. I didn't have a problem with my thumb. I thought it was fairly easy. I would recommend maybe getting like a thinner nail art brush. That might be easier. I couldn't find my other thin one, so I just stuck to this one. And I apologize again for the angle, because this day I was having such a hard time trying to find the right angle with my camera. So that's what the nail looks like once it's outlined. I promise you guys it's going to get better in the next clip. There we go. Now you guys can see me outlining it like that. I really like this. I think it's super cute. I've gotten so many compliments on my nails already. And this outlining is what I'm going to continue doing on the rest of my nails. I ended up messing up the pointer finger. So again, just take some alcohol, take a paper towel, and just wipe it off. And I just let it dry, and I moved on to the middle nail, and then I went back in and just fixed the pointer finger. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You just outline, and I'm gonna go ahead and speed this part up. You guys, I think you guys got the gist of it. And that's what the nails look like once they're out. And I'm going to go in with my favorite gel top coat, which is from the Beetles. I'm going to go ahead and link everything down below, as I always do. I'm just going to put a thin layer of this, and I always cure my top coats for 60 seconds just to ensure everything is cured and good to go. Once your top coat is all cured, go ahead and apply your cuticle oil. I got my cuticle oil from the dollar store. The dollar store has great nail products. You're going to want to make sure you rub that cuticle oil in, make sure your cuticles are all hydrated, and then that completes your nails. And this is how my nails came out. I really love them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for 630 subscribers. I appreciate every one of you guys. If you aren't subscribed, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!